So you've joined us for another episode. Well, we are not looking at my son's Wr250F, which have been following the channel. We've been doing a lot of work on that. My son has been riding his Wr250F 2013 in questionable weather as far as I'm concerned. Cold, wet, very muddy. We've had a lot of rain. Of course, if you live in the United States, we've had a lot of rain and it has been soupy, sloppy, wet out in the trails. But my son had to go out and ride and have some fun. Well, he bent his brake lever. It is just out of sight here, but as you can see, maybe you can see it, but it's kind of bent down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be taking it off and seeing if we can straighten it. I don't know if this is possible or not. We may have to buy a new brake lever, but it's only slightly bent. And we're gonna be taking that lever off and putting it in the vise and seeing if we can gently nudge it back into place and get some more use out of it. All right, so let's get to it. Although probably not necessary to remove the handguard, I'm going to remove the handguard just for the sake of this video and to kind of show you one thing that sometimes I've had to do in the past to get these things off. These two bolts, I think, are stripped. Maybe. No, it's coming out now. These are not always the best robust screws to use, but sometimes you have to dig out, and this one was actually a little bit more dug in because this is the part that gets hit with the mud. You have to pick out the dirt before you can get this out, and I just use a regular pick. And that gets the dirt out of the top of the screw, and then you can get the screwdriver head into it without any problem. And as you can see, he's definitely ridden this in some mud here just recently. All right, so now we got a good view of the brake lever. All right, so to take the brake lever off, it's actually pretty simple. There's a bolt that goes through here and a nut underneath. Both are number 10. So what I'm gonna do first is, let's see if I can loosen that nut, because that nut is probably like the clutch lever on the FX that we were just messing with a couple of videos ago. This is threaded in, but then the nut holds it on the other side. So this needs to be loosened as well. So we took the nut off the back side, we'll stick it in the pocket. And now with the number 10, and that was already somewhat loose, not real tight. All right, let's see here. And that is it. All right, let's put it in the vise and see if we can straighten this out. All right, so here's the lever, and you can see that it's angled down. But even right here, if I zoom up, you see how this piece here is straight, and then this piece here kind of angles down a little bit this way. So I kind of thought, well, that may not be good because it could be stretched kind of in this area. Even this piece could be stretched. So what I did was I took the lever off of my Wr250F to kind of compare them and see. The levers are not the same length, so it wouldn't be a direct fit, but it's very close in design. But you can actually see here that this piece is kind of angled to the left a little bit, and you can obviously see that this piece is angled to the right quite severely. And you can see how bent this lever is down if I were to line these up. So I'm not really giving myself a lot of hope here to see if we can get this thing straightened out. So I think our next step is going to be take this piece off and see how badly damaged this is and see if we can salvage this. All right. So I got this here is a number 25. Yeah, T25. I don't know if you guys can read that. So let's see, hopefully this isn't super tight. Oh, okay, so it was not tight at all. We need to work on Ryan's bike. I mean, there was no, I think it was loose. There we go. There it comes. So this comes out, and okay, so is this gonna come, this spring gonna come flying out? I don't know. We'll try, maybe I'll hold it together. Okay, so it didn't come flying out. There's the spring, okay. Ooh, yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but does that look elongated? That definitely does not look round. That looks stretched. Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna try and keep this in focus here. That definitely is gonna wobble back and forth. It won't go up and down, but it goes back and forth. Oh yeah, this is probably toast. Yeah. So even if we were to straighten the lever here, this is going to have a bunch of play in it. Yeah, it's not this, obviously this part top stretched this way. Wow. Yeah, I guess the aluminum is somewhat soft. I was not anticipating that. Okay, well, what do you guys think? New lever or a little bit of wobble? Leave a comment below. Should I try and bend it back anyway? I mean, what's the hurt? I can maybe try and at least maybe straighten that out a little bit. Well, maybe let's try. It broke. And the only thing worse than it breaking was that I forgot to turn the camera on. So I missed all the footage. It catastrophically breaking, shooting these two pieces at a high rate of speed in two different directions, not injuring anyone or anything, thank God. But I missed the footage. Double check the camera next time. Triple check. Did I hit the record button? I sure did. Nope. Quadruple check. Double check. The quadruple check. Yeah. I think I was probably a half a turn too far, and it probably would have worked. Oh well. Okay, well, this video just ended abruptly to, well, we're just going to buy a new lever. Don't tell Ryan. I was ready to end the video when my piece broke. And I thought, well, we didn't try to straighten the lever, so let's see if we can straighten the lever and see how much damage is done to a straightened lever. I don't know, let's try it. The only part that I'm a little concerned about is that this kind of sticks out. This is flush, but this sticks out a little bit. So it may deform in the vise. The vise more or less is just holding it. I'm not going to squeeze too much, just enough to hold it in place. And see if we can, well, actually, okay, after rummaging around, I found two washers that would probably take up the space of that. So if we stick it in the vise, it's going to be clamping down more on the entire lever instead of just that little nub. This is exciting. I'm actually wondering how this is going to work. Okay, so now we got the whole levers engaged. I don't want to go too crazy on this. think I might need to raise this up just a little bit. So we want to be able to push on it level with the ground maybe, huh? I don't know, we're making this up as we go. So we're gonna use safety glasses this time just in case something catastrophically fails. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna go a little bit at a time here and see. Oh, it bends quite easy actually. Oh, that actually, it's deforming it a little bit now. I think we're getting there. Well, look at that. I think it worked. We got it straight. So that actually is even, I guess we can hold on to that. So this really makes me sad now. Bummer. Oh well. Well, we have a spare lever and a spare bolt. So if we break a lever again, then we have a spare. Okay. We learned something. So we started off with 2 pieces, now we have 3. So I tried to save some money, and now I'm forced to buy something. Of course, we knew this going in. I did say that if it does break, no big deal, we need to buy a lever anyway. If I would have stopped, maybe a quarter of a turn, it may not have snapped. But who knows? We'll never know. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click on the bell and hit the like and subscribe. And hopefully in my next video, I won't break anything. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.